My boyfriend's ex-wife showed up at our door with a positive pregnancy test. I handed her mine and said, "Welcome to the club." I never planned to announce my pregnancy during a doorstep confrontation, but sometimes life hands you perfect timing. My relationship with Daniel had been blissfully drama-free for 2 years. He'd been divorced from Vanessa for 3 years before we even met, their marriage ending after her multiple affairs. According to Daniel, the split was messy but final part her no kids, clean financial break and minimal contact since. Last month I discovered I was pregnant. We'd been trying for 6 months and those 2 pink lines felt like winning the lottery. I cried when I told him, already planning nursery colors before I'd even scheduled my first prenatal appointment. We decided to wait until the 12-week mark to share our news with anyone else. That plan changed yesterday when our doorbell rang at 8:30 p.m. I opened the door to find a woman I recognized from old photos, Vanessa parent, standing on our porch looking simultaneously triumphant and distressed. Daniel froze behind me. "Vanessa, what are you doing here?" Without a word, she pulled something from her purse and thrust it toward Daniel. "A positive pregnancy test. Congratulations, Daniel," she said with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Even like we need to talk about custody arrangements." The silence that followed was deafening. Daniel looked like he'd been hit by a truck. I could see the calculations happening behind his eyes part when they'd last been together, supposedly not since before our relationship, whether it was possible what this meant for our future, but something about her smug expression and the theatrical timing made me suspicious. This felt staged, designed for maximum damage. "How far along are you?" I asked calmly. She blinked, clearly annoyed at my intervention. 8 weeks. 8 weeks. The timing was convenient right when Daniel had mentioned to a mutual friend that we were trying for a baby. In that moment I made a decision. I walked to our bedroom, opened my nightstand drawer, and returned with my own pregnancy test per tar, the one I'd taken just 3 days earlier. "That's quite a coincidence," I said, holding up my positive test. "I'm 10 weeks along. Welcome to the club." The look on her face was worth capturing for posterity. Pure shock followed by the dawning realization that her plan, porter, whatever it was, Partain, had just collapsed. I need to go," she stammered, backing toward the door. "Don't you want to talk about those custody arrangements?" I called after her retreating figure after she left. Daniel insisted on calling her ex-boyfriend, who confirmed they'd been back together for months. The pregnancy was real, but the paternity claim was a desperate attempt to disrupt our happiness after she'd heard through mutual friends about our plans to start a family. 2 days later, she sent Daniel a text. "False alarm, test must have been wrong." We didn't respond. Instead, we scheduled an early gender reveal party and made sure the invitation list included all those mutual friends. Sometimes the best revenge isn't confrontation, it's living the life someone else wanted to destroy. I am now 16 weeks pregnant with a healthy baby girl. Daniel and I are getting married next month, and Vanessa, I hear she's moved to another state. Something about needing a fresh start. Sometimes the most unexpected moments give you the chance to show exactly who you are, and exactly who someone else isn't.